Hey guys, I think men need to go to male therapists. Hear me out. I just feel that a lot of therapists nowadays, when they speak about emotional safety, regulation, things like that, and teaching your nervous system safety, I think a lot of women don't understand that their perspective is also shaped by them being women. And we can't ignore the fact that women have a different type of emotional life cycle and way of seeing things. It's not always the way that men should perceive their life and who they are. So this is just my 2 cents. I don't know, people may disagree with it, but I feel like men do need therapists who see eye to eye in things. I'm not saying that women don't understand. Women do understand. But I think just having a guy or a male, it just gives a different relatable experience and understanding of their emotional struggles. Oh, there's another thing about teaching emotional safety and nervous system safety. When you teach that, you can't really teach it in a safe space. Like your moments with your therapist is just a temporary space where you learn the ideal of what that looks like, and then you practice how it feels like and everything. But then in the real world, you'll have to adapt and create it for yourself. You're not going to be dealing with your therapist every day. So you have to actually put it into action, meet a lot of people, create your own understanding of what your nervous system needs. Because we don't all function the same. I don't know why there's an expectation from therapists that everyone should have what is normal, what is acceptable, and how to deal with your emotions. I don't think so. I think people who are on flight or what they call it, fight or flight mode, they create that because it helps them survive the situation. So you're going to tell them, don't do that because it's not going to help you in the long run. That is what helped them in the long run. There's a reason why your body does that, because that's the way you can survive. So if you're not on that fight or flight mode, then you will struggle in your life. There's a biological need for that, and your body creates that. It's like when you have a wound and your body just attacks it to kind of, goes there to like heal it and pays attention to that scar. It's similar. You face a struggle in your life and all your cells in your body go out to fix it with your way. So for someone to come and tell you this is not the right way, I get it. There are some ways that you can understand that are healthier for you because this is not working for you. You're facing a struggle now to like readjust. And it's good to have that advice, and it's good to learn those things and the coping mechanisms and stuff. But always keep in mind that all those advice, all those things, take it with a grain of salt and try to find the right therapist for you, because not everything and every advice you should take, because sometimes it's also self-fulfilling prophecy. Like you read it and you see it and you listen to it and then you're like, oh, I have this, I have that. And people tend to make it bigger than it is, like exaggerate. For example, I'm not saying ADHD is not a thing. I know it's a thing, and like there's a spectrum with ADHD and everything. But some people tend to exaggerate their symptoms because they think it's a problem. It is not a problem. It's just the way your body is and mind is, and you have to adapt and you have to learn how to cope and you have to understand what it is, why it's that way. But it's not a problem and an obstacle that you have to exaggerate. Oh, this is a problem. No, it's a human problem sometimes. We all have things to different degrees, and so that some of the lesser, severe cases of ADHD, for example, have things to a different degree. I get it, but I think we have greater power over ourselves than we believe. And we shouldn't have like crutches where we say, oh, we have that. And you just create obstacles to everything more than they already are, I just talked about a lot of things right now, but my main point, like, let's go there, is that men, I think, should seek out male therapists because it might be helpful. I know there's not a lot of male therapists out there. There are very few. I think it's very important for male therapists to come up with their unique perspective and unique research and understanding of things. I honestly believe a lot of thought of therapists and just this like field is just really dominated by how women view things. I know a lot of philosophers and original researches have been made by male as well, but there's a lot of current trends that are just making it the norm that certain perspectives are right. And I don't believe in such like the right thing to think of or the right way to be is one way. There's so many ways, right? So yeah, I feel like that.